What up, guys? I'm sure you've heard Frank, Anthony, myself starting a podcast, Get Right Fantasy Sports. We're going to be dropping YouTube videos. We got a website. Check us out. Today, we're going to be covering a lot of topics. For the first time fantasy football player, kind of want to walk you through that. So, I got the two gurus with me. Anthony,
What's up, everybody? 12 years experience here trying to help you get through your fantasy football season. I'm a four-time champion, back-to-back champion. They kind of call me the trade guru as well. If there's a trade that's happening in the league, it usually runs through me. And so we'll try to help get you right here for the season.
and I also got with me Frank.
What's up, peoples? This is Frank here, your current reigning champion. Been managing two leagues for about 16 years, three-time champion, an avid fisherman.
Okay. And you got myself, Mr. Three-Peat. If I hop in your league, I'm probably going to win it, where I'm at least placing top two. We're happy to have you guys here. Let's kind of jump right into it. And what is fantasy football? What should people expect?
Yeah. So thanks for, clicking on here, this video. This video is for you. This is the right spot if you're wanting to know what is fantasy football. And, basically what it is in a nutshell is you take all the guys, that play the skill positions in the NFL. You kind of line them up on the blacktop. You take you and your friends and you guys each pick them, one by one. You hold a draft and you get them on your team and you face off against somebody every week, every Sunday, and try to get a win.
And an average team consists of, quarterback, two running backs, three wide receivers, tight end, a kicker, and a defense. So that's your team, and you have some bench players. Your team faces off against your, buddy's team or whoever else is in the league, and each week, depending on what you guys do in the league, in the actual football game, that's what you guys will score. And that's basically it. I mean, honestly, it goes from there into different league types. Are you playing for money? Are you playing competitively? Is it just a free league, a friendly league, just for bragging rights? Is it dynasty keeper league? And now they even have daily fantasy. So there's a lot of different type of leagues out there to get into as well.
That's very important. Make sure you know what kind of league you're in. Make sure you know your scoring. It's different in different leagues. To get the best advice and to understand the best advice, you're going to have to go through your settings, check the scoring. Is your quarterback getting 6 per touchdown, or are they getting 4 points? Is your running back getting bonus points? Wide receiver getting bonus points? Points per catch? Points per reception? We'll cover a lot of this stuff. We'll have it on the website. We're going to go through terminology just so people can get a basic understanding of that. But very important to go through and check your settings before you actually get into the draft.
Definitely. And, just like you said, whether it's, standard, half point PPR or PPR, you're going to hear us say that a lot here on the show. How we rank certain players is going to be dependent on that scoring format. And again, those three main types are standard, half PPR, and PPR. So, once you've joined that league, you've checked out all the settings, the scoring, what you're doing. Now you got to start your research for the draft. Understand where you can pick up, these players, who you could pick to get the best value to build the strongest team that you can.
And while you're doing the draft, before you get there, you want to do some mock drafts, practice drafts.
Yeah.
Practice in the first positions where you're first, second, or third pick. Start practice where you're in the middle. Practice when you're the late pick, because there's different types of players that are going to be available depending on where you fall in the draft position. And there is different type of draft strategies as well, whether you're going 2 RB, no RB, no quarterback. There's different styles of drafting as well. But you could get more into that as we get more videos that are out here that are more in-depth on a specific subject about drafting. But, now that you drafted, now you got to manage your roster, right? What is that? You got to set your lineup every week because, the player might be on a bye week. Maybe your guy got hurt. Now you got to go to the waiver wire. What is the waiver wire? You're picking up players that nobody else has on their team. And every week, those players are available for you to pick up. And sometimes they even cost $5. So you could have to bid or buy a player, put him on your team, and that's how you're gonna basically manage your team throughout the season. And that's the fun part of figuring out who you're gonna be playing against every week.
Yeah. So if you follow along with our shows, if you haven't, make sure you turn on the notifications. We'll be covering all those topics for weekly changes, stuff like that. And we want to walk you through. Anthony says the draft's the most important part. I'd put a little bit of emphasis on the playoffs and once it's coming to the championship game. So we'll kind of walk you through there. Strong plays at the time, who's not playing, things you need to look forward to, forecasting for the future. There's so many different things that you need to know. Once you get into the playoffs, it's lose and go home in most leagues. So we want to make sure that we're spot on right there.
Heading into it, absolutely. And then basically from there, once you get in the playoffs, just getting in there, sometimes in the leagues, there's different things. If you get first or second place, you may have a bye week or something like that. So again, that's part of understanding your settings. And so, once that happens and you make the playoff, that you just got to win a couple games and you bring home the championship. It's a lot easier said than done. But these two guys here with me, we've done it. Frank just did it last year, currently still holding the belt. So we'll help guide you all the way home.
Yeah, and that's the fun part. I mean, you could get the money. Obviously, if you got a money league, it's nice. You get the bragging right. Maybe you get a belt. Maybe you get a trophy. Some leagues even have rings that I've seen. And you also want to get away from last place. And there's also, different hazing that happens and punishments for those last place guys. And you don't want to be that guy. And that's why you got to listen to us to get that advice, to get the up-to-date news, to get those deep sleepers that are going to win you the league.
And to hear us argue. It'll be worth it. But thank you guys. I feel like you guys gave us a good recap of what people should expect. Again, we'll be doing a ton more videos. Frank, Anthony, excited to have you guys. Can't wait till the next episode.
Let's do it. Let's get it right,
Thanks for listening, guys.
Let's roll our
Like and
sleeves down.
subscribe. Definitely like and subscribe.